Good morning, everybody. Today we're doing something a little bit different than what you may be used to seeing. We're going out on a small river, and I got my little boat, and I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get up this thing, but we're gonna give it a shot and try for some channel catfish. I'm already grinding sand and I'm just getting started, so we will see what happens today. But I'm in the little boat, I have no electronics, I got my outboard, I got all my stuff. We're gonna try some dip baits for channel cats, so stick around. I think it's gonna be an adventure and it should be a fun morning. So the way I'm gonna approach this is I'm gonna motor upstream a ways. I'm gonna take note of different spots as I go upstream, and then throughout the morning I'm gonna float down river and fish those different spots that I've seen going up river. It's just a safer way to do it, and it'll be a lot easier to float down into these snags and anchor above them if we get upstream a ways first. So that's what we're gonna do this morning. All right, guys, I just beached the boat, so I think this may be where I start. We got a bunch of rain last night, so the water's a little dirty. It's not too bad though. I think it's still fishable, but it's flowing pretty good, so not 100% sure on how the fishing's gonna be here, but we're gonna give it a shot. Saw a number of good trees down through here. We're just gonna float downstream from this point and give a few of them a shot. So today I'm using the SSS channel cat bait, cheese flavored. The setup I'm using, these are Lake Fork bass lures, and I tear them in half, but they work good for dip bait, and I just have a single hook in there. I have a short leader, swivel, a bead to protect the knot, and then I think I got like a 2-ounce bell sinker on there. That's what I'm going to be using today. I'm just going to dip that in there. I got a putty knife. I'm just going to try and get it into those grooves. Get it loaded up. Hopefully it sticks. Pretty cool, all the swallows up there. Got all their nests in the side of that mud bank. I feel like it's a little bit fast down in here. So I'm looking like right over in here, right behind this willow branch here. I'm gonna try and tie up to that willow branch and then fish that tree down on the left side over here, right in there. Looks like there's a little bit less current right up along this bank here. So I brought my push pole along, and I'm hoping I can just use that to kind of push me over that way and then grab that branch as the current pulls me by. But let's do that. Whenever you rebait these dip worms, you gotta really dry them off really well. I always bring a full roll of paper towels with. They're great to have for cleanup and also to dry these off. If you don't get them good and dry, the bait won't stick. So we're just gonna get all of the water off of there as best as we can. Really like how this bank looks. We're nice and out of that main flow of current. I got a nice big tree down there. So we've had a couple of bites on spot number 2. This is kind of the riffle section right here, and it should get deeper down into this corner where that green tree is down right there. But I think I kind of like this big deadfall over here. If I can get up along the bank over here behind this other tree and cast down into that one, that might be the ticket. So I think I might try that next. But I did have a good pull on this rod, which is right down the middle of the riffle section here. But anytime you have a fast section like this and then a bend, you're gonna have a deeper spot, like down into the corner of this river bend up just downstream of me here. So we're just gonna keep working. We got a couple bites here. We're starting to get them figured out. So. So as I move around in this river, I'm trying to be as quiet as I can, which I'm finding to be very difficult in an aluminum boat with no floor. Every little sound kind of just echoes through the river. You can see I'm right above a really nice tree here. I got a little more water depth here. I'm basically just going to drop it right down below the boat here. This is the best looking spot I've tried so far. Guys, I missed one. He was on there. Getting him dialed in. Alright guys, I got a couple of decent little bites down in this tree here. It's not real deep, maybe 3 feet at the most. But I got like 3 different bites, but they must have been smaller fish. So we're gonna keep moving on. I don't want to spend too much time at any one spot. I got a lot of different stuff I can hit going down river. So I just want to spend 10-15 minutes at any one spot and then move on and see if we can find some active fish. Alright guys, just a little bit of a change of plans. I decided to go upriver instead of downriver, and I'm glad I did. This is a huge complex of trees. I don't know how deep it is underneath there, but if there's a channel cat in this river, my guess is he's under this pile of trees. So we're gonna get a bait out there, give this 15 minutes or so, and hopefully we can finally put a fish in the boat for all our hard work here. There we go. Fish on. We are hooked up finally. Oh, I knew it. I knew there was a fish in there. Nice. Awesome guys, we are hooked up on our first cat of the day. It's a good one too. Nice fish. Fish, beautiful fish. We get rewarded for our hard work with an awesome channel cat. There we go guys, that's a great looking channel cat. He got hooked kind of bad. We're gonna keep him and do a fish fry. I've been wanting to do a catfish fry for a while. Maybe we'll show you how to clean these guys up and show you how to fry them up as well. But that's a great start. So glad to get this fish in the boat. We've been working for him and finally starting to figure them out. Let's get another one. So that last fish was right out on the end of this tree here. It was probably right around in here, and it's probably the deepest part. It wasn't very deep, only a few feet deep, but I'm guessing as that current goes down under that tree, it kind of washes out a little hole. So it's probably a little deeper underneath the snag itself. So I'm gonna get my line right back in there again and see if there's another one in there. Well, one fish out of that snag. We're moving on upriver. There's a bunch of different trees down up ahead. I've never been up through here, but the reason I know that is I've been on Google Earth and just checking out what there was for down trees and stuff. So now the images on Google Earth may be a little old, but should be some good stuff up ahead. So I'm unable to get upstream here with the motor. So I'm gonna attempt to do it with the push pull. The deep side of the channel is where that tree is, and I can't get under that tree. So, what I might end up doing is getting on the bank and pulling it with the rope. So I'm having a hard time pulling the boat up the shore. It wants to run into the shore. So I'm gonna tie it off on the side of the boat, hoping that the boat kind of planes out into the river a little bit away from shore. And it's working. Keeping that front end of that boat away from shore. I just have to watch where I step here. Once I get above the sand flat, I should be able to jump in the boat and pull myself back to the deep side. But it's just too shallow to get my motor up through here. But where there's a will, there's a way. I'm gonna attempt to get in and start push pulling. Hopefully I don't lose my progress. So I got up from the shallowest part right in there. I'm up against the bank still. I got a little more water. I should be able to push pull my way up, but I'm out of the current here because I'm on the inside of the bend. So I'm at the least or the lowest flow area right in here. So that's going to be the deeper side of the bank, the outside bend. think I'm gonna attempt to get the motor started here. I'll do it quickly here before I lose progress. We're back in business. That was fun. So I'm going to try a little bit smaller hook. This is a live bait hook. It's got the barbs on the shank here, and I think that'll help keep my plastic on. It's a little smaller hook than what I was using, but I don't think there's giant catfish in here, but there may be some nice ones. But I think that hook will be perfect for what we're doing here. And then I just got a little ball swivel on there. I broke off on the last hole, so I'm re-rigging my one rod. These are the worms I use. They're a bass lure. They're big, they're like this big, but I cut them in half. You could even cut them into thirds. They're garlic scented, which doesn't really hurt either. They do kind of have an oil on them, so I like to rub them down good with a paper towel before I use them. It'll help the bait stick a little better. I'll break it off just a little bit. And just go ahead and thread it on the hook. All the way to the end. Slide it up. There you go. That should do the trick. Oh, we made our way upriver a little further. I got a nice little spot. Looks like a pretty steep bank. I don't know how deep it is, but I do have a bunch of trees right here. I'm gonna get my baits in there and see if we can get another cat. It's been pretty slow. We're getting bites, but we're not hooking a lot of these fish. I think they might be smaller fish, but we're seeing some good spots. And this small river stuff's a little new to me, so I'm just starting to kind of get the feel for it. I've never been up this stretch of river, so I'm kind of using it as scouting and fishing mission. So I'm kind of moving, making note of some spots. I'm not fishing all of them, but this one looks particularly interesting to me because this current goes into a nice big tree here. So we'll try this. There, we got a bite already. There we go. Fish. All right. I had a feeling about this spot. Another good cat. Hooked up on our second fish. That did not take long at this spot. You just got to find the right stuff. Stay on the move. And catch some good channels. A big old kitty cat. That was perfect, guys. There you go, a nice little channel cat. Man, this is fun. It's just beautiful out here. It's actually July 4th today. And I wanted to try something where I could get away from the crowds. I haven't seen a single person out here, not even a canoeist, but out here by myself, it's peaceful, and we're catching some great channel cats. What a fun way to spend the morning. Let's get them in the box and get another one. Oh. Sean, nice. This one's a little bigger, guys. It's a second fish out of this one tree here. Nice fish. Just gotta find the right spot. Another good can. Oh yeah. What a blast. There we go. Nice fish. Good looking channel there. Yeah, gorgeous fish. Such a pretty fish. Get those spots when they're smaller. Cool. So guys, channel cat number 3. They're all about the same size. It's probably gonna be the last one I keep. We got plenty to do a little fish fry. We're having a great day out here. We're gonna probably fish a few more spots up here if we can find some. I guess I'm gonna make my way upriver. Typically you're not gonna catch a bunch of fish out of one spot. You know, you might get 2-3 fish and then you gotta move on, find the next best snag and catch a few more. But it's a great fish. We'll get him in the cooler, keep fishing. Okay. Oh yeah, it's the third fish out of this hole. This hole's proven to be very good. Oh, catfish number 3 out of this hole. Looks like another nice fish. Oh yeah, good one. There we go, guys. Another beautiful channel cat. This spot is awesome. We got 3 fish out of that snag. It's got a nice steep bank with a big old tree in it, and we're just hammering them on that dip bait. But he swallowed the hook. I'm gonna keep this fish, and that'll be 4 fish for me. And I think we're gonna switch to a circle hook so we can do a better job at catching and releasing these fish. We're just using a regular hook right now, and they're getting it deep down in their mouth. They're really eating it. So. But that's a great fish. We'll put him in the cooler. We'll switch to circle hooks and see if we can release some of these fish. So that's what it looks like with the circle hook. Well, we motored way upriver. There's a lot of good looking stuff, a lot of trees in the water. Some of it's really fast, and what I'm looking for is areas that have good wood and kind of a cut bank, but the current is more slow and not just a direct flow, where I can get my bait down in there, and those cats are going to be hanging on those edges. This spot in particular caught my eye because it's similar to the last spot we fished. It's got a nice steep bank. We got a big tree, a whole bunch of trees downstream of it, and the current is just a little bit slower here. So we're gonna give this a shot. This might be my last spot for the day, but I'm very impressed with the water in this river and can't wait to get back out here again. But let's get a bait in the water and see if we can catch a fish out of this hole. There we go. Just like that. Oh, this is a good fish. Oh, he's wrapped around a tree. I was on the circle hook, so hopefully we got him. Oh yeah. Nice fish. Hopefully we did a better job of hooking him. Fishing is excellent today. It only took a couple minutes and we're hooked up already. This is our best fish of the day, and he just hammered it. We're just fishing that little pocket right there, and that circle hook did not do what I thought it was going to do. But we'll see if we can get him off and get him released here. That's a gorgeous fish. If we can't get that hook out, we'll throw him in the cooler. There we go, guys. I did not get that hook out. He's really got it down there, but we'll throw him in the cooler and we'll add him to the group. We got a bunch of great fish to eat, and I'm gonna tie on another hook. I left it in them, but I'll get it out later, and we'll tie on another hook and see if we can get one more out of here. That was awesome. So this time I'm rigging up an even bigger circle hook to see if that will do a better job. So that's what it looks like. That's a big circle hook for these channel cats, but they have just been engulfing it. So we're gonna try that and see if that gets them. Well guys, I am hot, I'm out of water, I'm sweating. It's like 90 degrees out here, but it was an awesome day. We got out on a new body of water in this little boat. We made our way upriver, got through some obstacles, caught some fish, got some fish in the cooler. We're gonna have a great fish fry, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a blast out here today, such a peaceful place to be, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, thanks for watching.